welcome back to my channel, guys. So I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because we're having remote learning today, which means my kids are at home and they're talking to their teachers and classes through their Google Meets. So basically this is just a practice run in case we do have to go to full remote learning. So I'm making some breakfast for myself and my youngest because he actually doesn't have to log on till like 10 o'clock. My older kids have eaten already, and I'm making a mess of breakfast because I'm doing it one-handed. That's okay. That's just, my weekend was kind of messy. Breakfast is going to be messy. We'll clean it up. So I'm trying to combine some videos here. I wanted to kind of show you what we do in the mornings when we have our remote learning days, but I also wanted to kind of let you know what has been going on where we live and what we're doing and what we have been doing to prepare ourselves for it. So basically, I live in Illinois, if you don't know that already. Our governor has us on, it's not a stay-at-home order, but he's encouraged us to stay home. And I guess there have been hints that we may end up on a stay-at-home order. So because I can make my own schedule for work, and Mondays I don't work very much anyway, I decided to stay home today with my kids to make sure they are connecting properly to their classes. And I just want to be here in case they have any other issues. So in my previous video, I said that I was telling you what we were doing to prepare for a possible stay-at-home order. Now this is November, so normally we are prepping for winter. We start prepping somewhere at the end of September, October, and we'll buy a little extra each time. I maybe buy an extra $10 to $20 worth of groceries or a little extra toilet paper here and there. Because if you know, when stuff like this happens, people panic buy and they buy up all the toilet paper, which I think is ridiculous. Just prepare yourself for things like this. Don't take that extra money and blow it on something else. Take it and go buy the extra toilet paper to keep on hand. Buy a few extra canned goods or beans or rice or something non-perishable that you have. What we did is we realized that after we had budgeted, we could spare an extra $100 for groceries. Now, as of right now, we are on the Dave Ramsey baby steps and we're paying down our debt right now. We're on step 2. And I know that he talks about storms. We're in a storm right now and it's time to, buckle down and make sure you're prepared. We're keeping on track with our bills and our paying on our debt, but we decided to take that extra $100 and we put it towards extra food. We literally bought a whole bag full. It was full of canned goods. We bought bags of beans, bags of rice, extra flour, baking mixes, things we could keep on hand in case we had an emergency or if we got stuck at home and we just couldn't get out. But also it keeps us from having to go out during this time so we don't get sick, we don't get other people sick. So that's what we have been trying to do. I'm sorry, I have to clean my eggs off the stove before they burn. We have made arrangements with some friends that have chickens. So maybe we can get eggs from them, until their chickens decide they're not going to lay anymore or at all. We also have some powdered milk. I always keep that on hand. One trick, though, I do is that I don't wait till the milk's all completely gone. And I will make up some of that, and I'll mix it in with the milk we have. I have one kid back there that's all the way back in the den. My daughter's up in her room. She has a desk up there she can use. We have our playroom over here that we have a desk in. This actually belonged to my husband's grandfather. And we have a chair we can move in here. So we, excuse any mess you see. I'm going to turn the light on the pantry. So the pantry, it was organized. and we went shopping, and everybody helped me put away groceries, so stuff kind of got shoved in here. This is what it looks like. It actually is not that bad. We know where everything's at. So, and then we have this over here, this little cabinet here. We have stuff in there, and we have stuff down in the bottom too. Mostly snacks in the bottom because that's easier for my kids to get to. But we stocked up on things that won't go bad as quickly. We stocked up on like mixes. See this here, Jiffy corn muffin mix. You can do so much with that. You'd be surprised. You don't have to use it for just cornbread or corn muffin. This here is for my bread machine. I have a bread machine I bought years ago through a resale shop from a friend of mine owned it, and she moved away. Sadly, she's all the way in Alaska now, but I bought a bread machine, and then this is actually it's used for a bread machine, and you can get a lot of use out of the jar. It's more cost efficient to buy the jar versus buying the packets. We just stocked up on a bunch of different things that we can make other things out of. So I buy orange marmalade. It's not just good on toast and sandwiches. You can mix it in with all kinds of stuff to add extra flavor. We got some pastas. I'm trying to cut back on my pasta, but we've got rice and beans in here. We bought a bunch of bread. I need to actually move some of it to the freezer, and then when we run out of that, I can make bread if it's absolutely necessary. We stocked up on tortillas. You can make wraps. You can make, of course, tacos. You can make quesadillas. You can do all kinds of stuff with tortillas. I actually do have a recipe to make them. I just haven't attempted that yet. And of course, we keep a vegetable oil that I can melt down and use for things. Oh, Cole wants to say hi. Hi, Cole.
Hi.
So Cole doesn't have to log on to his class till later, but I made some eggs for us because he hasn't had breakfast yet. I haven't eaten. It's kind of one of those days where we're trying to figure it all out right now. I have gotten up and had a shower. All my kids showered last night. My husband showered last night as well. Kind of makes it nice for me because I can take my time in the bathroom. So we're going to start getting things ready. Okay, so you don't need to have your Chromebook set over there. Anyway, so Cole's gonna grab that blanket when he needs to go into the playroom because it's a little chilly in there. We gotta re-insulate. So what do you have to work on today?
Math and science.
Just math and science?
Yeah.
All right. So
Just
let me show you. This is the aftermath of, we had a little birthday party. It was just a couple family members came over and some close friends that just work from home. They came over. We had a little birthday party for both our boys because their birthdays are a month apart. So we just have one party for them, and we started decorating a little bit for Christmas. This is about as much as my husband let me put up. We always have that blanket out, but it's kind of Christmassy with our pillow covers. Cole, lean forward so I can show the pillow cover that's behind you. The little truck. Cute. And then I have this. It came from a reindeer ranch that we go to visit. And I have to show you this. My daughter made this last year in art class. They got to bring it home recently from school. It's not completely finished. She obviously didn't get to finish it before it was fired. So, but it's really intricate. Made that her freshman year in high school. I think it's really cool. Just a little, I guess like a vase type thing. So, look, peeking at Curtis. He's doing his class. Hi, Curtis. Yeah, he's logged in right now, so we're going to leave him alone. Let's go check on Layla. Okay, so Layla's actually in her room right now. We got to be quiet. I don't want to bother her. I hear her. She's in there. She's logged into her class, so we're going to leave her alone. We're going to go into my office. It's dirty. I threw a bunch of stuff in here when we were getting ready for the birthday party, because I've been sorting through stuff for Christmas. I'm making use of what I have for Christmas this year because, like I said, we don't have a lot of extra money, but the extra money we had to use it to make sure we could survive. I always have like a stash of little things for gifts. Sometimes I buy things on clearance, or I save things that are gently used, or I make them into something new. So I have these bags over here. Another thing we did to kind of prep for stuff was anytime we had any extra money from something, or like a bill was lowered, we took the difference and we set it aside, or we used it to pay ahead on another bill that really needed to be taken care of, like one of our debts. So, and then I started going back to my budget worksheet. I found a different one that it's called a simple budget tracker, and you basically just write down all your expenses for the month. I have tried ones that have categories, and those are nice. I like those, but sometimes I just need something simple, and this is what we needed. So I have our budget for this month, and then I also went ahead and made a budget already for next month. Right now, the budget plans we have for our electric and gas, they just changed. So they were just adjusted, and so I know what those amounts are going to be. We did have some extra money that came to us from our mortgage. Our mortgage insurance dropped off, the private mortgage insurance. Yes, we had to have it because we didn't put a full 20% down when we bought this house. Long story, we had to have some extra money to work on some projects to make the house livable. That's also one of the reasons why we had to start over with Dave Ramsey plan. If you can go back and watch that video where we started over, maybe that'll explain some of it. It's what we had to do. So anyway, then we built the garage, and we did some improvements to the house that raised the value up to where the difference between the value and the balance on our mortgage was over 20%. So the PMI dropped off. We had money that was going into escrow for that. That money came back to us. That money, however, was not wasted. We took a little over half of it and put it away, and then the rest was put towards our debt. So that helped us there. We also took just a tiny bit of it after we put some towards debt and paid ahead on a couple bills that we knew might be tough for us to pay if something happened where my business slowed down, which it has, or if we get put on another stay-at-home order. So that there also helped us prepare. I may end up doing another video to break this all down for you and do the steps we took to prepare for this. And if something comes up and we do end up being put on another stay-at-home order, I will let you know what we're going to do to stay on track during another stay-at-home order. So that will be for another video if something does happen. So there's not much else I can show you for today. Just that we're going to try to get through today, and maybe I'll make another video tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be different. I have to get everybody started on their remote learning things, and then I have to go to work. It's probably going to be a slow day at work, though. And I'm going to have a slow day at work today. I only have one appointment this afternoon. It's a long appointment, though. And let's just hope this all goes well. And if we do get on a stay-at-home order at some point, or if the kids end up being put on remote learning for a while, I hope it goes well. We don't always have the greatest internet connection here, so fingers crossed that it all works well. And maybe I'll show you a little bit of what we're going to do for Thanksgiving, because a lot of our Thanksgiving plans have been canceled. I won't be going shopping for Black Friday, well, at least not out in the stores. I do some online shopping. I'll let you know maybe where I find some deals. So anyway, I hope y'all have a great week and a wonderful Thanksgiving. Bye.